like us. Ay, they not like us and they'll.
What's up, y'all? What is up, y'all? We are back for the family business. It aired yesterday, y'all. I am so excited and I'm so happy to be doing these lives. But we're going to go ahead and get started, y'all. I got to bring the crew up so we can go ahead and get into it. Thank you to everyone who came through so far. I'm going to shout y'all out in just a minute. Let me get everybody up here. I got my girl Tamika's Den in the building. How are you?
Hey, you was dreaming they not like us, okay?
Okay. You already know I got my most annoying but favorite person, Mr. Vacay J, in the building with his big old head. I see you.
What up, Big Face and all the people out there? Hey, Tamika. What up, Big Face sister?
What up?
Hey, we just lost all the Drake fans, so shout out to the Drake fans. Good job, sis.
And last but not least, I got my girl, Miss Candy Love, is in the building. How are you?
They not like us. They not like us. They not like us. Hey,
what's up,
going on?
everybody
What's going
in the
on?
Chat? Girl,
What that shirt say?
Half hood, half holy. Pray with me, don't play with me. Okay.
Already.
Get into
What's
it.
up, Torque Sterling and Quavia Love in the building. Lady Virtue, thank you for coming through. Appreciate you. Fish Pepper, you already know. Thanks for coming through. Derek, thanks for coming through. Appreciate you. And Apple Boy, everybody else who's in the building but hasn't said anything. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna jump right into this. We got 2 episodes to cover, so we're gonna go ahead and jump into it. What's up, Wild 47? So y'all, first of all, I need to get a temperature check because listen, I was kind of feeling this first episode. We'll talk about the second episode here in just a second, but the first episode, I was so in this thing. Tamika, what's your vibe check? How was you feeling? Maybe rate it or just tell me what you thought.
It was good. It was giving what needed to be gay, but Junior, I'm on your head.
That part. Candy, what are your thoughts, boo?
Episode 1 was a 10 across the board. It was lit. It started out lit. Hey, I enjoyed it. And I'm with Tamika. I'm on your head, boy.
Okay, that part. Jay, what's your temperature? What's your vibe check?
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it. It was good. It was a good start. You know what I mean? And Junior, I know y'all on Junior. You know what I'm saying? Listen, the man's just trying to decompress a little bit. That's all. Just trying to decompress.
Don't you get out here with that man.
I am. I gotta be controversial. I'm saying I know it ain't right. I'm just saying I gotta be controversial. My man got this mwah, mwah. I mean, get it. You know what I'm saying? But nah. I ain't with it. I'm not with it.
Junior was doing the absolute most, y'all. I still ain't went off on Junior yet. I don't know why. I just was trying to get my thoughts together. So I tried to stick to a simple recap and review, y'all, and not go off the rails on Junior. But I have a whole video on him. But ironically enough, y'all, I literally made like that last part of the intro that y'all saw. I actually have a whole video for that I actually put together from that thing. I'm gonna drop it later on today on my actual channel. But that's how much time I had today thinking about Junior old self. I just had too much time on my hand, y'all. I'm sorry. Let's pull these slides up. Okay, y'all. Oh, shoot. We went straight to the end. Let me get the slides up. Okay, y'all. So when the episode started out, we start out at the table. So everybody knows what the table is, who's at the table. Guess what? 2 people got knocked off the table, the Lee brothers and Corey Black. So now they need to replace some people. And LC is like, Vegas is like, they're not going to like this. They've been loyal. They've been faithful. Like, I don't know if this is the play, but, LC is like, look, if you want to stay out of prison, this is what we got to do. This is the play that we have to make. So we get 2 new players to the board. And it is important to mention that the reason why he wants these plays is because they need information at this point. So he brought 2 people to the table that could bring information. We got Consuela with her ear hustling self with them cameras up in hellfire and all the pillow talking. And then we got a curveball. We got Katie Shrugs is in the building, y'all. And this is a sheriff. This is actually the Popos. Tamika, what are your thoughts on the 2 new people at the table?
No. Consuela, she annoys me, but I can understand, that she would be valuable since she already was telling the girls in the last season, like, it's all about hearing what's going on in these streets and being able to use that. That's where the power's at. So yeah, we could definitely use her. And you always want to kind of have the popo in your pocket, but I don't know about this popo right here, but you do want to have that leverage and have somebody that can stop things from happening and help you out when you need it. So I get the strategy. I get where they're going.
Okay, that's what's up. That is what's up. Okay, y'all. So next we're gonna get to the matchmakers. Miss Diana and Chippy was doing the absolute most, Jay. They was out here trying to put Rio and her son, whoever it is, together. I was like, really? And then Chippy and Rio end up getting robbed. And they get the car taken. They got her name on the back of it, ironically. Jay, what are your thoughts on just this whole scene as a whole? Any input you have?
I don't trust that sheriff one bit. Number one. Number two, Consuela, isn't she of Nevada's mother too?
Yep.
So there's a level of loyalty there. So we kind of don't really have to worry about it, but we still can't trust it. Okay. In one way or another, I can relate to Rio because what son hasn't been set up by mom on a blind date that we don't even know what they look like. So I kind of felt Rio like, come on, mom, like how you gonna hook me up with this person? I don't even know what they look like. Da 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 da. For them to get robbed like this, man. This was wild. Your boy Rio was steamed, yo. He was like, yo, I swear, ma, let me get him. She was like, nope. And then when, I don't know his name, but Flex, you see Flex right there. When Flex was like, do you know what do you see the name on the back? You have no idea what you just did. Like, yeah, there you go. LoJack. LoJack, that's a funny name. But yeah. Once he was like, yo, give me the keys and dude right there, he gonna be a problem. That light-skinned dude right there, he gonna be a major problem. He a knucklehead, man. So I'm glad that LoJack did what he did, and we found out later what else was going on with LoJack. I know we're gonna talk about that, but I'm glad LoJack did what he did. But still, Rio is pissed. I would be pissed too. You stick up me and my mom. Shoot.
Okay, that part. So, Candy, talk a little bit about we see this is when we first kind of get introduced to Roman. At first, we don't really know that it's Roman. We do, but we don't. We've talked about this enough pregame to know that it's Roman. But in this particular scene, we don't know it just yet. But what did you think about when he got back to LoJack and LoJack was like, look, you done, like, he really trying to save their lives, like y'all done messed with the wrong people, yada, yada, yada. Kind of talk about that part and what are your thoughts on, I was about to say Flex, how LoJack tried to save him.
Okay, let me go back a little bit. So when mom was like, you live alternative lifestyle and blah, 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 I want to hook you up my son or whatever. I initially thought it was Roman, and I'm like, oh, I hope her son is not Roman, but because I don't remember the lady's name, but my mind just went there for whatever reason. But yeah, I was like, oh, I hope it's not his brother, but that was my mind. So as far as this part, yes, like Jay said, he is a knucklehead. He's very hard-headed. He does not listen, and his homeboy looks older in the face, but by his mama sending him down south, I'm like, I'm not going to go there anyway. I just thought that was weird. Because how old are they supposed to be? But I'm glad Flex got in his behind. I don't know how good it's going to help him, in the long run. But I'm glad he got in his butt, let him know, like, hey, you just robbed the Duncans. Got in his tail, Jay.
Just keep talking, Candy. Let Jay go.
Pause. Come on.
Yeah, I'm glad he got on him about that because, like, that's a Duncans vehicle. Like, do you see the name? Of course, he didn't know who they were, but once he looked them up and was like, they don't look that bad. She doesn't look so bad. I'm like, bro, don't have a face. You just don't know what you just did. You got an X on the front of your forehead and don't even know it. But he's, like Jay said, he's a knucklehead. He's hard-headed. And I don't know if what Flex LoJack told him is that going to stick, because he's ready to get dirty. He's ready to get busy. And I know why, because of his mom, but like, dude, you a knucklehead, you hard-headed, and it's gonna cost you.
Okay. All right, y'all. So the car gets returned, and Rio is still like super, super upset about the car. LoJack is trying to smooth it over with everybody, trying to make it all good. Of course, Paris. Now, y'all have to notice the change in Paris. Paris is a changed person. She is not the same person that reacts so quick like she used to, but she still got that Paris in her regardless. It's still gonna come out. So, which is that protector. But we're going to move on past that. That's what happened there. So let's talk about the flowers, Tamika. So we get the flowers, and Paris immediately looks shook. And she kind of gives them like a small little snippet of what's going on with the flowers. What are your thoughts? Do you think that she's going to be completely honest with them and tell them everything? Or do you think that it's just going to kind of stay where it's at?
I think it's gonna stay where it's at for now. I don't know if she's gonna be ready to tell them everything. She definitely looks shook, and I mean, she kind of, I guess, gave a little piece away by saying the person that sent these ain't supposed to be alive. So there's that, a little bit of problem that may be arising from these flowers. That's rare.
Okay, those flowers were gorgeous, though.
Yes, they were.
Hey, Annette, thank you for coming through. This show started on yesterday. It dropped on BET Plus. So 2 episodes dropped. So you should be able to look at it if you have the app. All right, y'all. Let's talk
about those flowers.
Say that again.
Can I say something about those flowers?
Go ahead.
You said they were rare. What
yes,
kind of
they're Ecuadorian. They're Ecuadorian roses.
Okay, because I have received some of those once time from Dallas Cowboy football team because they're the Cowboy blue flowers. That's all I want to say.
Girl, goodbye. Regina Brantley, more than likely they're from her ex who sent the flowers. So in the description on series description 5, it tells you that Paris is basically going to have a storyline. It says that someone that she thought she unalived, which is her ex, which is Niles Monroe, if you remember him. So more than likely they probably came from him. But they have yet to actually stay inside of the actual storyline. But like I said, inside of the description, if you read the description, it kind of tells you. So there's that part. The fight, y'all. So Mariah has grown up on the show, Jay. Like we've seen her from a little bitty girl from way back in the day when it first started, and it feels like they're going to try to include her a little bit more inside of the series, which I think is a great thing. I think it's good when you kind of see these people progress, and now it feels like we may get a little bit of a storyline with her now that she's older. But she gets into a fight. Kind of talk about this scene and why the fight happened and all this stuff that, just anything you got on that.
It would be my little sister to pick her big brother to talk about a fight, right? Okay.
Of course.
So, I mean, this is typical, right? This is typical. She's trying to get attention. She's trying to find her dad, and she's doing all types of crazy, abnormal stuff. And like you said, I'm glad, we did watch her grow up. Beautiful, beautiful young lady, getting more lines with her as well. But this definitely takes the dynamic of her relationship with her dad and her mom to another level. This is a complexity that happens with a lot of kids whose parents have split, So with that being said, like, just like Chippy said, you're going to have to tell her something. You know where her dad is. You know what's going on with her dad. She's looking for a dad. And I don't know if she's going to tell her anything, man. That's kind of hard because she kind of knows what's going on, but not really, So what do you do as a mom? You know what I'm saying? So she's going to continue to act out until she gets what she wants. And we saw that throughout the rest of the episode. So, man, this wasn't good. It wasn't good that she did this, but we know why. We know why.
Absolutely. So let's move to the memorial service. So we get to the memorial service. As you all know, Sage and Paris were friends. We learned that from last season when everybody was pulling out the blickies on each other, and then these two are actually hugging each other like, hey, girl, hey. And Sage wanted to help. Sage wanted to jump in there and help because she also knew Sasha. And as she says it, Sasha was a G, right? But when they get to the memorial service, we see a reaction that I feel like we called when we did our pregame. We knew that there was going to be a reaction to this, and we knew that the Duncans were going to be the blame. Candy, talk a little bit about this scene and how you felt about Dominique really going in on Paris and the Duncans, more so Paris, but you know.
I'm not mad at her for doing that, because first of all, that is my child. I don't care what happened. She went out there and was unalived because she was helping you all. So I'm not mad at it. I get it. I understand why they don't see it, because you know they're trying to pay their respects to their friend, to a family friend, and they think they should be able to go in. I would not have gone if I know I'm part of the reason why she was unalived. But I'm not mad at Dominique for responding and reacting. Paris, as she got the guy hemmed up, that was Paris. I get it. You know, I wasn't mad at her for, because you gonna let me in, by any means necessary. And what's the daddy name? He's sitting over there chilling like a wet villain, like ain't nothing wrong. He ain't got a thing to say. Did he say anything?
No, Alexander is going to be quiet for a little while because, they already got Alexander scared from, if you watch the Black Hamptons, then you know that he ain't going to say too much. But so no, I completely understand. My take on this particular part is that Sage is an assassin. Paris is an assassin. Sasha was an assassin. This all comes with the territory. For them to actually be mad at Paris, to me, felt a little bit contradictory, because each one of these families has hit women. Yes, it's your child, but you got to think about the game that you were in and what field they're in. When they go out there each and every day, when they're taking out these hits on people, they can come back unalive. Yes, I get that you're going to be upset, that you're going to be mad, but I feel like your anger is a little bit misdirected, and it feels like a lot more of this anger is also coming from the fact that the Duncans also dismantle y'all little business. So it feels like it's a buildup more than just the surface level of it, because if I have a hit woman as a daughter, I know that she might not come back. So me putting my anger out there is kind of displaced, but that's just my opinion on the thing. Tamika, opinion?
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I mean, I know we was talking about this with the pregame, and I kind of was saying, well, is it really their fault? Like, she chose to do this. She wanted to do it because of the relationship she had, and it is something that they do, right? This is their thing. So it's like, it's a chance. Of course, nobody ever want to get no call like that and then, have to bury their child. They prefer it to be the other way around. So I got it, but I also kind of felt like maybe we would have wanted to tell them, don't come, instead of having them come and having to have this whole big display. Like, let them know ahead of time, you are not welcome here. We don't want you around, before we got to the funeral. But yeah, we had to have the dramatics.
Absolutely. DeMarcus, you always so extra. I mean, Dominique will pull the trigger too. I get that, but Paris has been trained, and I don't think she wants to smoke with Paris. I really feel like Paris would take her, to be honest. But I know you always gonna go for the opposite. It's okay. I get it.
Always.
So anyway, y'all, at the same service, Jay, Antonio takes a moment to ask about Vinny. Now, we all know what happened to Vinny. Vinny got by his wife. But they haven't heard from him. It's been a few weeks, I believe, at this point, because it's actually been more than that, because they've been gone for a month burying Sage. So it's been over a month at this point. So what do you think about this whole conversation they're having in the background? They're like, they really don't believe it. Like, they're looking at them like, I don't believe them. But Vegas really don't know. So what are your thoughts?
Trouble. And we knew this was going to happen. We knew somebody's going to start asking questions, right? So definitely he was going to ask questions, right? Like, I haven't heard from him in a long time. He's out in LA. Isn't your brother out now? He's trying to put two and two together. I don't know, but let me ask him. Vegas has no idea. Like, that's the thing. Orlando didn't tell nobody. You know what I mean? Like, Orlando was like, yo, we out. We just going. He should have at least told Vegas, at least told Pops, at least told somebody, so this crazy question wouldn't come and they wouldn't be caught off guard. You know what I'm saying? Because if they're caught off guard, they say the wrong thing, here we go with another war. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't know. And now you're putting Vegas and the rest of the family in danger because Orlando ain't say nothing. You should have said something to the fam, in my opinion. But You know, as you see in that bottom left corner, man, they don't trust the Moulians. You know what I'm saying? They don't trust the Moulians, so you know they're gonna have somebody tracking the Moulians. You know what I'm saying? To make sure the eggplants got everything in place and they know what's going on. I know they know what's going on, eh? Come on, man. They're gonna get these moolies.
Okay, that part. So anyway, y'all, speaking of Vegas, we actually swing to where Vegas has left the hospital, but little I'm not gonna call him Vincent. Little Orlando left the doggone teddy bear, right? He left the teddy bear there, Candy, and not Vegas. Vegas does call him, but he still doesn't say anything. He still just acts like there's nothing going on. But instead, and I just want to mention this real quick. I just want everybody to know I can't stand Ruby, but I'm trying to give her a chance. So I'm really trying to stay away from all the negative Ruby talk. I can't stand her. But anyway, I'm back. So he and Ruby seem like they've gotten back together, clearly. Like, like everything is progressing. He has the money in the seed. He tells her they already have this plan. They've already kind of put it together, right? And he calls her. He's like, look, take little man and go. What are your thoughts about this plan? And same question that I posed to Jay. Should he be telling the family or what? Do you think that there is a reason for him not to tell them? I just feel like it's blind, but go ahead.
Before I say that, I want you to read the post DeMarcus's comment at 9:42.
Yeah, he always talk about that.
Yeah, and I agree, DeMarcus. I told you that the other day. So yes, when they zoomed in on that bear, they panned away from the bear when they were leaving out. I was like, is that the hospital bear or is that little Orlando's bear? But of course we find out that was his bear. Orlando was going back to get it until he sees one of a henchman with their doctor and had a blicky to the man's chest in well, I guess the camera. Well, no, he can see it. So I don't know how I guess a little small window. But the thing is, you are bold and brave to do something like that. But anyway, he was able to, let her know to get away. And she got 200 stacks to do whatever she needs to do with it. Orlando is proactive, but he's not proactive in the right way a lot of times. Because like y'all just said, he didn't tell his family anything about Vinny. Like he need to let them know something, because her just going away with the 200 grand is not really going to do anything if the other end doesn't know what to do or how to respond to the question. Isn't she pregnant now with baby number 2?
Well, she was ovulating. She said when they were talking, it was assumed to me that she was, because she said something about the baby and she had this big smile on her face.
Okay. Yeah, so I think they need to be careful with what they got going on as far as, putting her under pressure. That could easily cause her to, miscarry. I don't know why I'm going left with that, but I'm just saying, like, this don't put her under pressure. And, Orlando could probably make it smoother by not going home. He could be with her, doing whatever he needs to do, and call his family and tell them something else. I don't know. I don't like the way Orlando be moving sometimes.
Orlando can be a bit much. I do feel like he needs to entrust it with at least one person in the family. Maybe not Pops right now, but maybe at least Vegas, since Vegas is the acting head of the family right now. So I definitely think that he should. But my thought process is maybe he didn't want to say it over the phone. But then even when he came back, we still didn't say anything. But it was a lot going on. So I'm still just going to give him some grace and some time to see how this all play out. So anyway, y'all, we have the dinner meeting, Tamika, and this is when we actually learn how Elsie really feels about this new member of the table. Let's talk about it. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, we know that Elsie, this is just business. I don't know why he tried to come in here like, oh yeah, we friends and we having this dinner, but this was hilarious to me. The fact that he wanted him to front the bill. He over here telling him about some other money. I'm thinking you coming on so you can actually be a help to me. And I'm not really feeling where the help is coming in at, because you pretty much just telling me I got to handle everything. But, I'll go ahead and put the word in and set it up. And you know, once y'all have this talk, if you want things to run smoothly, you know, this is what you need to do. But he made me laugh when he was like, okay, can you leave the money for the bill? Can you leave the money for the tip? I would have left his behind sitting right the hell there. When nothing not as there is zip.
Okay, absolutely. That is definitely old Bobby Ewing. But yeah, I thought that was so funny. I was like, okay, so y'all not friends now. Y'all know I have a little bit of advantage because I have read all these doggone books, and I knew that he was not, like they weren't cool or whatever. But I do love seeing him bring this character to life. When I thought of someone as far as someone playing this character, just from having that book knowledge, this is a perfect match as to kind of what you get. But when I say match, I don't mean the description wise, because the description is something totally different, but just I like this version of it. Say it like that. I like this version of the person. Somebody talking about he's still. Oh, that's you, Jay. I was like, he's still alive. Okay, y'all. So last and not least on this particular episode, and I'm not gonna say nothing because my blood pressure get ran up when I be thinking about this part right here, y'all. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. This ran me so hot. I was yelling at the TV. I was so mad because I waited for 2 freaking years almost, y'all. Like, I kid you not. This show came on in October of 2022 when this first aired, right? If you just now seeing it on Netflix, I'm sorry, it's still fresh to you. But for us that watched it in 2022, this is where we kind of left off with all this, and nobody knew what the hell Sonya did. I'm just getting it out of my system. Nobody knew what Sonya did, right? It was like, what did Sonya do? Why is he so mad at her? Why did he her like this? Like, what is it? And to get the answer in this episode and for it to be absolutely not a doggone thing, y'all, I was pissed. I was so mad. Like, I was internally angry. I was like, why? This don't even make sense to me. But I'm a digress. I'm a bring it back because I know I can go off. Tamika, you start. Jay, Candy. I want everybody's opinion on this because it's a lot.
It's the audacity for me. I was waiting to hear the reason too. The fact that you the one that told her to stay away. You need space, you need time. But then you're mad at her for doing what you asked her to do, and you talking about you taking my fair side. Like, what are we talking about here? I'm busy. Come back later. And then to go inside the chick. I said, I know you freaking lying. I want to kick Junior through the damn TV screen. I'm not feeling him. I don't have nothing else for you, Junior. I was trying to be sympathetic, but I can't do it.
Girl, that part. Candy and then Jay.
Listen, I'm with Tamika. Hey, Kayla. Y'all done got Kayla turned up with them fireworks. But yeah, I was, like you said, we waited 2 years just to see what Sonya did to him, and it was nothing. He's just pissed because she was there in the moment or whatever. I don't know why he's mad, but she was there. You told her to stay. She stayed away. She did what you asked her to do, and you got an attitude with her for what? For nothing.
Girl,
she came with
more than
an
attitude. I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. That was more than an attitude. That was way more.
And she got a gift for you, and you don't know what this gift is. And I just dropped my little thing before we went live. And my thing was, I would go and sit in that office and have them take the baby to heaven. And when he found out that I had a baby that's gone, he gonna be upset, and I don't even care because you're not finna diss me. And then you got 2 chicks.
Child Candy, I thought she was gonna throw the box out the window and later he was gonna come pick it up and see.
She should have left it on the step for him to find out, but then it's too late because guess what? It's gone. I'm not having no baby by you, and you didn't. At your lowest point, you pushed me away. At your lowest, this is the worst thing you have found out since we've been together, and found out that your family lied to you your entire life, and you pushed me away. We just got married 2 days ago. We just got married, and you pushed me away at your lowest moment. Oh no, we can't have no kid. No, I'm sorry. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Jay, I need a male perspective on this because I need you to make it make sense for me. Or does it even make any sense? I mean, help me out.
That's my dog. Nah, let me stop. Look. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Look. My man is so frustrated. He's so confused. All right. Donna got his head crazy. Chippy yelled at him. He's flipping out. He's bugging out. Like he's not in the right state of mind. We know this. I'm not trying to make an excuse for him. But when you know, this is for everybody, male, female. When you bugging out, tripping out, and all this and that, you're not going to make the right decisions. You're going to make some stupid decisions. This just happens to be one of them, okay? So the Hellfire girl, that one on the left, boy, she in it. She with everybody. She was with the sheriff. She was with everybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I am a Hellfire girl, the Hellfire ladies. You know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to the Hellfire ladies. But I'm just saying, like, you know, let me just keep it real. I'm trolling a little bit. Nah, this was definitely wrong. This is definitely wrong for him to do it like this. Like I don't think he thought it through. Yeah, stay here. You know, I just want to work it out with my mom. I think he just wanted to go with his mom, just trying to figure things out. But for him to go and be like, all right, don't come here uninvited, you tripping now. You tripping. Like, I don't know why they wrote him like this. I don't understand it, but I do. Because now, you know, we see he got two ladies and all of this and that. So not the right move. He just not the right state of mind. He bugging out. He tripping. I'm not happy with it.
Yes, he absolutely is tripping, y'all. Let me just say this, and let me say this real clear, because I got one more left in me for Junior, because I went through a lot when I was reviewing this show. I was always up on I was on 10 all the time about damn Brother X, right? And I was giving Sonya the business every week. Sonya. Why the hell ain't you telling it? Why aren't you saying anything? And now I got nothing but sympathy for Sonya. Like, nothing but sympathy. Everything that we went through with freaking Brother X, everybody, Sasha got unalived, Sage got unalived eventually from this same person. All these people are casualties of a love that you wanted, and you just don't. What in the world? Like, the audacity of you to tell her that you need space, and then you up in here cheating on her. You don't even want space. You are actually cheating on her. You are actually having relations with these women, and she didn't even do nothing. Like, she really didn't do anything. I don't understand that. I ain't never finna get over that. Like, Junior can kick rocks for all I doggone care. Like, I don't care if he. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It seemed like this is just Junior's way. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't right. We know it ain't right. But it seemed like he's done this before. That's what it seemed like to me. It seems like he'll do this at any given moment. For him to easily be like, all right, nah, don't come back here uninvited. I don't think it's the first time. We just haven't seen it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he tripping.
You know what? He's not the ideal mate, because when things get bad, you leave and then you do this. He's not the ideal mate, because he can't
take up for him.
He can't take something going wrong. He's not the ideal mate. Like, he's a solo. He need to be solo. And if DeMarcus is right, if Orlando told him he wasn't ready, then he should have took heed to what his brother said, right. Because he's apparently not ready. Because soon as things get tough, you exit stage left, and then you get two O's and bring them to your mama's house. And then, next episode, it get worse next episode. Like, bruh.
Mm-hmm. You upset when Benny married Ruby? Yes. Why you think I can't stand Ruby? DeMarcus, that goes without saying. If you want me to just go in on why I can't all the reasons why I can't stand Ruby, let me just give them to you real quick. First of all, Ruby, she got mad for no reason. Orlando was out here handling business. She got up and left. Didn't even give the man a chance to explain. Then had the audacity to go out there with the op and marry the op, and then name her son after the op as a punishment to him, when he actually, and I can't stand Orlando, he didn't do anything though. Like, what are we doing, Ruby? So this is why I have all this pent up energy for this heifer, because I don't like this character. She irks my soul, but I'm trying to do better. I really am.
Thank you for keeping it fair, EJ. Thank you for keeping it fair, having the same energy towards Ruby as you do with Junior. I appreciate that. Yeah. That's real.
Listen, absolutely, all the time. Won't he do it? Okay, we can move on. Okay, y'all. let's see where we at. Why come I always end up at the last slide, y'all? What am I doing? Jay, we gotta start right here because Chippy say, wake up, Elsie. I said, wait a minute. What Elsie say he tired? Elsie say, it's been a long day. I said that is cold, so I can't get it up right now. Jay, talk to me about this scene.
Well. It seems to be a 2:33 a.m. scenario. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you up? Cause how about we get a little sham? You know what I mean? Auntie Chippy, you know what I'm saying? Hey, the juices are still flowing. You can't stop the juices from flowing. You know what I'm saying? And Auntie Chippy, she love her some mother freaking LC Duncans. So, he was trying to get it on. But, unfortunately, I'm a little tired. Nah. So it's way more than that as we find out. But yeah, she was, hey. You know how it is. You know what I'm saying? When you want a little something, you just gonna have to go get it. You know what I'm saying? So get it, Aunt Chippy, get it.
Okay. When her and Nene was having them conversations, y'all, they was too funny to me. I was just rolling with them.
A rose is still a rose.
Okay, that part.
Okay.
And you're gonna need to get you a rabbit. I said, listen, y'all is doing too much. Y'all. Okay, Tamika, let's talk about LoJack for a second because we back to LoJack. Now, listen, I don't know if y'all know this. I'm about to throw y'all some book stuff real quick. London and Daryl Graham were a thing. I don't know why the hell we doing this storyline with LoJack when we got a whole Daryl Graham. If y'all remember Daryl Graham, if you ever seen The Man from 3B, that was like the whole Daryl Graham character. He's an OG character. He's Vegas's best friend. Why are we doing this? Why is she with LoJack? I don't like it, but you talk about it.
Yeah, first of all, that Elsie and that was funny. That had me cracking up. Yeah, I wanted to know too, honey. I said, when the heck did this happen? This was so hilarious because he was ready, real, right? He was ready to go in there, and he like, I know this ain't who I think it is. Like, what the hell is happening right now? And we all felt the same way. Like, when did this start exactly? How did we get to coming over here to saying, we want some grown up time? And he was like, oh, let me go, hook you up. And we gonna have our grown up time. I'm like, oh, okay. It's interesting. It's different. I definitely would not have put these two together. I would have liked to know how we, came upon this situation.
Okay, that part. I remember them making googly eyes at each other at the school, but I was like, do not do this. Not when we got such a much better story inside of the book. Like, please bring that over. But like Derek is saying, Lamont Rucker, he's playing Anthony Johnson on the Black Hamptons. So they of course can't really get that character who originally played Daryl Graham and The Man from 3B, but I feel like they can get somebody else. They can replace, they can get somebody else to do this because I don't like this. Now, Rio is on a hunt, Candy. He is out here like, he don't want to let this go. This robbery thing done messed him up. And I think it's because everybody keep underestimating him. They keep acting like Rio ain't about that action and like he can't get stuff done, and I think that is bothering him. And I think that's what's really gassing him up. What do you think about him just not being able to let it go?
I'm not mad at him for not being able to let it go. I understand mom stopped you in the beginning. Well, for one, I'm glad she did because you didn't have your heat on you and you don't know what those guys would have done had you, gotten jazzy with them on the outside of the vehicle. So I get it. I'm glad she stopped because we don't know what would have happened. But I am cool with what he's got going on right now. You take LoJack out. Because your fellas, they took my mom's car. They robbed us in broad daylight, and which is grand theft, because that's a whole car. What was a Porsche or something? So and I don't know who your guys was, so I can't find them. I'm gonna come to you, and I'm not mad at him for doing that because they took the vehicle to him, even though he gave it back. I'm still with Rio for holding heat to LoJack because they took it to you. They did this because you are the person that they could get the money from for whatever reason. And I'm not mad at it. Rio caught that gun. I said, oh, the blicky. I said, okay, Rio, we ready about that. We about that life for real. And then he was pissed off when he saw them kissing, and he was like, Paris can't wait. I can't wait for Paris to see this.
And we also got the phone call from Paris. We know that she was somewhere getting wasted because, you know, she got everything going on. But I figured this would be a good segue into a lot of the things, because I did get a few messages, people asking me about the sound and stuff like that. There was a sound issue on episode 2, y'all. So when Rio cocked that gun back, you didn't even hear it. But there was a whole issue with that. Apparently, if you were watching it from the Prime app, though, you didn't get that same thing. If you were looking at it from the regular app, you had the issue. But if you were looking at it like,
yeah, because I was definitely checking my TV, like, what's going on?
Yeah, so there was a whole issue with that. I felt like it did. I just want to address it because, you know, people are going to talk about it. I felt like it took away from the episode a little bit in the sense of all the sounds are needed. What it did was give me the revelation, like we were talking about in our group chat, Jay. It made you realize how much music and sound is needed when you have a television show. That's what it made you realize. But as far as moving the story along, I mean, it still moved the story along. I still was able to follow it. Everything was still good, but that dead silence definitely made you know that all those little things, if you can't hear an airplane go, you know what I'm saying, or a gun go, like all of those things, or a car turning up, or the music in the background, that enhances everything. So anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Recognize it and move on. It was a mistake, and I'm sure that is something that they will get corrected and fixed, you know, moving forward. Glad all the people who looked at it through Amazon didn't have the same issue, but you know. So it is what it is. Okay, Jay, we need to talk about this right here because our girl Sonya is going through it right now, and Aunt Nene is trying to console her. What are your thoughts on this part right here? And what do you foresee with Sonya? Do you think she's going to try to work it out, or what you think?
Well, going back to Low Jack.
That's my dog.
Salute. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog. And Rio was like, you know what I mean? So, man, I felt bad. I felt real bad, you know, for Sonya because she's innocent. She's innocent in all of this, you know. As far as what's her name? Aunt Nene. She did the right thing because she knows the truth. She's like, hey, I'm not the one to tell you. So I like Aunt Nene because she's an upstanding, you know, by the hey, she's holding it close to the chest. This ain't for me to tell. You know what I'm saying? It's not my business to tell, even though I know what's going on. I think we should have more members of our family like that because when we got, you know, messy family members is like, well, I know the truth, but you ain't hear from me. This is really what happened. That just causes a whole lot of mess. And I'm sure we've all had that within our own family. You know what I'm saying? Just messy family members, you know? So, you know, I felt bad for Sonya. And at the same time, like her putting that whole box together, you know, I did that whole video, putting that whole box together with the sonogram picture, man, it was real special, man. And just Junior just ruined the whole thing. You know what I mean? So, you know, I feel bad for Sonya.
Absolutely. Yep, Derek. All of the elder Duncans know the story. So Aunt Nene, Uncle Lou, of course, he know it because he was married to Donna. But Donna, Larry, like all of the elder ones, they all know the story. It's the people after them that don't know. And if we just keeping it real, Sonya made a good point, y'all. She said, why didn't they just tell him? Like, why after all this time? And I liked Aunt Nene's response as well, because sometimes you just don't know. Sometimes you feel like there can never be the right time to come out and say something, especially something like this, and then time just keep going and going and going, and then you still haven't told them. But they absolutely should have been done told Junior this secret. It would have come off better from them, and we would not have Junior out here wilding out, and Sonya wouldn't be out here on her own about to possibly do what Candy want her to do with this baby. Yeah, so trifling Junior and trifling Junior real OG mama, Tamika, just walk us through this scene because I got the energy.
Oh Lord. The fact he was late, I just can't, yo. Yeah, it was funny though. He waking up and mama done been calling the phone. He not there, he ain't heard it. She on her way, you know, casually oh, so do you need me to come pick you up? Like, no, I'm 10 minutes away. I'm about to be there. Okay, I did need you to come. She said the guy didn't want to put the bill, so she on her way back home, and he had to hurry up and tell the girls to get the hell on up, and they got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Okay. And they like, wait, you live with your mom?
Nah, it's my house. I just live with my mama.
Right, I just live with my mama. The fact that he's just so cozy with Donna, and that everything about this is irritating my nerves. But yeah, that was a funny scene. I'm just like, Junior, I don't get it. I really don't. I'm trying to get it, but I can't even wreck my brain. You can't make sense out of nonsense.
Absolutely. I agree with you, Lady Virtue. I'm so disappointed in how Junior is handling everything myself. And I get it, y'all. I wholeheartedly 100% get it. Somebody threw a curveball at you. They kept a secret, didn't tell you. But don't you think after all these years, because Junior, you the oldest, and all of them older, they all grown. But don't you think at this point, you just deserve to at least sit and listen, like to be able to say, hey, let me let's talk about it. Like I feel like you deserve that much. Hey, Mr. Stevens. Hey, this has been Stevens. That's it. Delays Curtis. We apologize about the sound. It definitely took away from the experience. Though we completely understand.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. But thank you for that. Thank you for that apology. Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. We love the character Curtis, and we cannot wait to see you in the New Orleans spinoff as well. So excited about that. And yes, I will definitely be covering that. And some of the guys will probably be covering it as well. So, come through.
Yes.
So, y'all, let me see. Where are we at? So, Candy, any words about Trifling Jr. and his mama?
Trifling Jr., Trifling Mama. I'm glad he by him. I'm glad he's in his mama house, because to me that's embarrassing for you to have these two thought pockets beside you, and you got to tell them you got to go. My mama on the way. That's despicable, sir. Come on now. You supposed to be doing better than that, Junior. Your mama on the way. Come on, bro. If you're gonna trip right. You ain't even tripping right. You're supposed to be in a hotel somewhere or in your own home with the thought pockets, not in your mama house with the thought pockets. You ain't even tripping right. So you need to chill out and call Sonya, wash up real good, call Sonya and talk sweet to her.
Not wash up real good. Jay, what you got, bro?
Wash up. That boy need to take a bath, shower, everything. Okay.
I didn't want to go into detail, but I mean,
get a washcloth. No, he need to. Okay, anyway,
that's what I meant. I just want to.
Like I said earlier, he's tripping. He's not in the right state of mind. He's not making right decisions. He's bugging out. This is what you call bugging out. And I think some of us, if we just be real, I think some of us have been there before. Not to this extreme. But some of us have been there before where we felt so hurt, betrayed by our own family who, we known all of our lives, and it come to find out our life is a lie. You're going to do some crazy stuff. It may not be this. It may be smoking. It may be drinking. Maybe doing stuff you don't normally do. You know what I'm saying? So, while I don't agree with it, I kind of understand why he's bugging out. He's just not thinking at all.
He's mad at the wrong people.
He's not thinking.
He's mad at the wrong people.
Yeah, he is. He is mad at the wrong people.
There's only 3 people you should be upset with:
Donna, Elsie, and Chippy. 3.
Yep.
That's it.
Right.
Yeah, your siblings have nothing, and your wife have nothing to do with this.
I agree. Bruh. He's just lashing out at the wrong people and just doing just stupid stuff. That's all.
Okay, Derek, look, you and I right here. You OG from way back in the day. We right here. I want to see her suffer too. Like, I can't stand her either. I can't stand her at all. Yeah. She can kick rocks. And did y'all hear what she said? I should have stayed with Detroit Red. Really? Y'all know she was with Detroit Red for like a whole second.
Yeah, Donna for the streets. Donna for the streets.
Very much so. Look at DeMarcus, you want a timeout.
What he said?
Oh man.
Donna is very lonely because of the. Listen, do not make me go off on Donna right now. I am trying to keep it very, very nice, okay?
She ain't mad about Sasha being gone. She is not.
Ben said, okay, I love this. Love to hear the fans and what they think about this show. Oh, okay, you were talking about them. Okay, yeah. Put y'all comment on there. But yeah, listen, first of all, Donna is for all of the streets, okay? Yes. She was with Elsie for the money. If you go, I mean, y'all know I'm about to give y'all a book story real quick. She was with LC because in the book, and I know this is a little bit different, but in the book, her dad loses everything. Her dad was a doctor, y'all. He was a doctor. He's a very prominent doctor. LC was actually from the other side of the tracks, right? So them being together was already off. Her daddy didn't even want them together. They get together anyway. They supposed to be engaged, right? This is LC's first love, right? But then when the daddy lose everything, LC is a fallback plan for her. That's why she want to marry him. That's literally why she wants to marry him, because she needs to make sure that she's gonna be taken care of. Like Donna for the streets, for real. I can't stand Donna. I can't stand her in the book, in the TV show, none of it. They should have just offed her. If Donna came to a same side of your head, y'all is going editing these comments. Okay. Listen, I see that Donna is a touchy subject for everybody. That's what I said, Lady Virtue. Where's Junior Smoke for Donna? She played part in The Secret. She's not innocent. That's why we need to be in this room and know what she said, y'all. We need to know.
She's the one that revealed it. That's why he's riding with her. That's
but we need to know how she presented it. That's what we need to know.
We didn't see that.
I thought that was going to be the opening of season 5, episode 1. I thought that was going to be the opening of it. Like, rewind.
Gotcha. Okay, y'all. So
take us back.
This was a character.
Today you wouldn't help looking for your daddy that day.
You so silly. Okay, so this is a character that I really didn't think we would spin the block with. I didn't know we would come back, but I did like this because Brandy gets kind of a redemption story, y'all. Brandy has done a lot, and she was a character that I absolutely had no love for. Tamika didn't like her at all, but she was instrumental in saving LC's life. Orlando was ghosting her, and we could have got to LC earlier had Orlando not been ghosting her and been extra. That's the other reason why I barely like Orlando. He like hanging for me. Orlando is just a Duncan. That's the only thing he get. That's the only grace he get from me. But talk to me about this scene and how you felt about LC's gift to her.
I thought it was good. You know, she did definitely you know, I guess kind of like what she wanted to do, change her ways, you know, have a new start, a new life. She said, I was out here doing some things too. So I like the fact that he was able to offer her this job. He said he'd been trying to give her money for the longest, and she kept turning it down. I'm like, girl, I would have took that damn money, you know. Trying to tell her thank you, but you know, so if he could give this to her, it's like, why not? Now you can make money and do what you love doing and help people. You know, she said mental health was important to her. Y'all know I love when they put that in the story, so I didn't mind that. And, you know, go ahead and help him out with his little libido problem that he had with the child. So it was like a 3 for 1.
That part. Exactly. But y'all know, I really feel like LC's libido problem really is mental. This man is under a whole lot of stress.
It is.
So much stress. And DeMarcus, don't think that I didn't see your little comment that you made earlier. I went ahead and went by it because I was trying my hardest to be kosher. But DeMarcus said something about he pulled a Lucille. They always want to bring Lucille back.
I told him don't bring Lucille up in here. Don't bring her ass in here.
I ain't got nothing to do with this.
Why they always want to do that? I knew somebody was gonna say it. I was waiting for it though. So anyway, y'all, we get the Mariah is missing story, and we learned why Mariah has run away. I mean, she's looking for her father, and she thinks that her father wants to unalive. She thinks that her mom wants to unalive her father because of there is no love lost between these two. These two really can't stand each other. Harris and London hate each other. Let's just keep it real. It is what it is. They do not like each other. And her dad hasn't returned her text messages. Now, we all know that at the very end of the last season, Junior gave Antonio Dash the blicky. But right now we're kind of playing this game as to, is Harris gone? Is Harris not gone? Like, what actually happened to Harris? Is Harris hiding somewhere? Where the freak is Harris? We get a call from Raven, right? Saying Mariah came over there. And she low-key asked London. This is why I love London. I love London, y'all. She's like, that's your problem. But what do y'all think actually happened to Harris? Do y'all think Harris is gone? Y'all can talk about Mariah too, but do y'all really think Harris is gone? Jay, you can start, then Candy, then Tamika.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Rio, when he was going to take out LoJack and he saw London with LoJack and he stopped, he got a call from Harris? Am I wrong? Did I hear it wrong?
Paris.
Didn't Rio get a call from Harris? Like, yo, where you
Paris.
at? Oh, Paris.
No,
Thank you.
Paris.
It was Paris. Thank you. Okay. So I don't know where the heck he is because I thought he said Harris. And he's like, I'm going to be over there. It was Harris, not Paris. Got it. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it last time, right? We said that he's on the run or somebody got him locked up somewhere, but we came to the conclusion that he's on the run somewhere. So he might be on the island somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. I really think that they took him out. I think they took him out, but he could be on the run. I don't know which one it is. Derek say his name wasn't in those credits. Now we have to go check the credits. But I mean, I don't know. It could be either. I really don't know. I really, really don't know. And even my book knowledge cannot help me with this one because they took the Harris story a little bit different than what they have it in the television show.
Okay.
So I really don't have a clue. I really think that he's gone. That's what I think. But I think that they not ready to let Mariah know that he's gone just yet. Let's go to the comments real quick.
So I have a comment about that.
Go ahead.
Okay. So Mom said, I think you need to talk to Mariah. Episode 1, she said, Chippy was like, you need to talk to Mariah about it, about Harris. So when Mariah called, what's the boy name? Vegas son.
Nevada
to come get her, and then they were in the car talking through all the silence. She said, I think my mom took out my dad, and he was like, he paused, and then he said, she wouldn't do that to hurt you. Or whatever his exact words were, I can't remember.
Yeah.
So that made me think maybe she took him out or something, because Mama said you need to talk to her about it, and then he's saying, he paused, and then he said she wouldn't do that to hurt you. So I'm thinking maybe she did. London did do something to Harris.
Well, London is not going to do anything to Harris. I can tell you that right now. London wouldn't hurt her child like that. Like if he came at her and she would get him, but I don't think that London herself would do that to him unless she felt like he was doing something to her and she had to protect herself. Now, London makes if you go to somewhere down the line, I can't remember exactly where it said, y'all, London and Chippy are having like this little thing. They're going, Chippy is like doing this kind of judgy thing because Aunt Nene is like, you're being judgy. But remember, she says, I don't agree with some of the things that go down, but I'm still a Duncan. That let me know that had something to do subliminally about Harris. That's why I think that he might actually be gone, but who knows? I mean,
yeah,
gone
there was
as
arguing.
Unalive, or gone as an on the run, or gone as unalive.
I think he unalive, but I don't know because the whole point was for them for them to get rid of him. They wanted the Italians to do it. They weren't going to do it. They wanted the Italians to do it, but I don't know if the Italians did it.
But both Chippy and London know what happened to Harris.
They know something,
and that's why she's telling London, yo, you better tell him something. So they both know. Yeah, they both know.
I was too, Lady Virtue. I really was. I was so scared too. Will we see Raven daughter this season? I don't know. I don't know what purpose it would serve necessarily unless Mariah goes to her for help or something. I really don't know. But I did like her daughter actually better than I liked Raven. So y'all, we got to talk about this new character because this new character is so intriguing to me. I'm so happy about this particular storyline right here. And I am so excited to see how they actually go with this storyline, how they were going to put it together based on the book. You know, we have our book version, but now this version of it right here, I actually am really enjoying this. And I think that the person they got to play the Roman's character is actually a good look. What did y'all think about the character itself? Like, do y'all think he fits in as a Duncan? Tamika, I'll start with you.
I guess he could fit in as a Duncan, but he annoying me. But I know that we gotta go down this road, to be able to have the reveal later on. But he doing dumb things like how many warnings you gonna get? How many times people gonna tell you, and you over here? Oh, I don't think nothing look bad about them. Seem okay to me. Let me go ahead and do some more stuff. And I get that he trying to save, mama need them bills paid, but then you get another warning, and it's like, don't go out here in the streets, don't do nothing illegal. Oh, I'm not. And 5 seconds later, you making the plan to do something illegal. But the fact that when she sat down and saw the screen, it was like, of all the people he could be looking at, why the hell is he looking at these people? So yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. I want to see how the rest of this is gonna unfold.
Okay, that part. Candy, what are you thinking about Roman? What's your thought process on him so far?
Yes, ma'am.
Yep, Candy.
Well, earlier I didn't realize I jumped to episode 2. When I made my comment about him, he does fit in perfectly. He's handsome, like all of them are. He seems like he can be charismatic if he really wants to be. I like that he was, looking at the pictures, like, like I said earlier, like, oh, she doesn't look so harmful. She looks innocent or whatever, he was saying. Yeah, I like him as a triplet to the other two. That's his aunt. That's his aunt, right? When she sat down and looked at that computer, she was like, why is he looking up these people? Why is he looking, like, what is he doing? Why is he looking at that? She was like, this is a big no-no. Like, what are you doing? Let's not revisit this. Let's not do this. Yeah, but I liked him, and I like the way they brought it up, the way you mentioned it in your recap about Rio. I could see, I could see the characters now when you brought it in your video.
Thank you. Jay, what do you think about Roman? What do you think about this character? And what do you think about this overall storyline? Do you think this kind of fits into, do you think this is a good storyline to bring in? Say it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's a cool storyline, This dude, I mean, he kind of, you saying that, so again, you putting me on. He is a Duncan. That's what you're telling me. This guy right here, this light-skinned dude right here, right? This guy that stole a car?
Yes.
And he was bullheaded and he was trying to go at flex. I mean, low jack. Yeah. I mean, he kind of fits right in with them as far as the personality and, the bullheadedness. And I could see him, if he's guided properly, he could be an asset to the family. So if he is a Duncan, like you're saying he is, yeah. This is a good a mystery type of storyline where how is he going to find out that he's a Duncan? That's what I want to know, and that's what we want to find out. So it's going to be pretty good.
Absolutely. I'm excited to see how this storyline is going to play out for sure. All right, y'all. So now we got to talk about Orlando wants to go straight to see Junior, Tamika. Like, this is where he wants to go. He wants to go see Junior. Here we go again. I'm not gonna go off on Junior. Tamika, you just take this over right now because I feel the rant coming on.
No, actually Orlando and Junior was irking my nerves because Orlando irked me when he got off the plane and pretty much was like, oh, well, I'm back home now, so your daddy can spend more time with you, and I don't want to go home because I don't want to answer no questions, so I'm trying to avoid that, and I'm also trying to find out why Junior been ignoring me so I can ignore them. I'm going to look for him. I'm like, all of y'all is a mess, but I did love this scene. It actually got me a little bit emotional because on the one hand, Junior still was trying to be like nephew, but he's talking about something. You got the audacity to come interrupt me. How dare you? Okay, if I say I don't want to be bothered, then I don't want to be bothered. And Orlando was pretty much like, I hear you, but guess what? I still love you. You still my family, and a damn thing you gonna do about it. I'm still gonna be here. And when he told him, like, and your wife, like, you bringing yourself, like, everything he said was, factual. But the fact that he was like, no, it's done, that's it, it's over. And Orlando pretty much was like, no, it's not. I'm like, I'm gonna let you chill for a minute, but it ain't over. Okay, so I say it's over. I was here for all of that. I did stay up a little bit when he was like, you still family. I was like, oh, but at the same time, I wanted him to kick Junior in the neck. So yeah, it was a lot of different emotions all at the same time.
Girl, I said he should have used that chi training and just took Junior down and just put his arm behind his back and made him say, I said mama, but I meant uncle. I just realized I said the wrong word. But yeah, he was just doing too much, y'all. I really try to keep Junior. Oh, Junior hurts me right now. Candy, Jay, let's talk a little. Well, I'm gonna start with you, Candy. So she finally tells Nene what's been going on, and we finally learn. We already knew because we learned about it earlier. She gets a call from LC, and LC is looking at his little man talking about you the problem. And then we get a call from KD, right? And KD say, "Hey, I got this whole meet set up." Now, we didn't actually talk about this too much earlier when we were talking about the meeting, but basically we know that there's a guy named Jonah who is blackmailing LC. He wants $5 million, and that's what this meeting is all about. When you saw this, because we've gotten a few different impressions of KD, what's your impression of KD when you see him now, when he's setting up these meetings and all of this stuff? Like, what are your thoughts of him?
So I don't think we're going to be able to trust him 100%. For one, he's in Club Hellfire, and for two, you got me having to pay somebody $5 million for whatever reason. I'm paying this money. It seems like he might be probably getting a cut off of the $5 million. I don't know. I don't trust him.
Okay, keep talking.
Yeah, I don't trust him, and I need not Junior. I need LC to be careful with this newfound, seat at the table. I need him to be careful, even though he's law enforcement. He still need to be, careful with him. Nene and Chippy, I enjoyed that conversation. I don't know if Chippy young enough, Heart is young enough to handle the roles. I think she needs to stay away from that and just get the rabbit. And LC, like I told Jay in his chat, in his recap, that LC just need to squeeze the trigger to get himself together. He ain't need nothing else. He just need to get that stress off the right way. Squeezing the trigger helped him, wake up. Help him. Not little man. We're gonna help his man wake up. So yeah, that's all he needed.
You so silly, girl. I cannot with you today. Okay, Jay. I want you to talk about the last part here. So, we got 2 more parts left. So the first, I want to talk about Roman again, because Roman is going to make a move. Now, we learned that Roman's mom is sick. We know that his mom is sick. She needs a transplant. It's very, very serious. They don't have any money. I'm going to go off just for like 1 second. I'm going to veer left for a minute. Hold on. I got to do it. Yeah, I'm going to veer left that way. Okay. So, yeah, that way. Roman's mom took him, right? In the chat, if you've seen any of the videos, if you read any of the things, you know that I've already talked about this. It's a lot of spoiler alerts out there about that. So just letting you know ahead of time. But so we know that we've heard that part, right? That there's a possibility that this is what the storyline is going to be, right, Jay? How is it that he grew? Like, I was asking my husband earlier, would you be upset if you found out that you had a billionaire family, but you had to grow up this way? You know what I'm saying? Like, I know, because there's going to be a comparison that I really want to make here, because he has a similar story to Junior in a sense, right? Like, there's a similar story, but I feel like he's going to react very different to the story, right? Like, I mean, not to the story. I feel like he's going to react different to the information.
Yeah. So you telling me this is another sperm donation that LC did with his mama, and his mama used to mess around with LC?
No. This is not.
Jay didn't watch the video.
I didn't. I admit
talked about it on the last live. So
no.
You know what? I'm just going by, just in case I have people in the chat that don't necessarily want any spoilers.
We did talk about it on the last live. Jay was listening.
I was like, I thought we talked about it, but
we did.
I'll bypass it just for now, just because I don't want anybody to be upset about spoilers. But anyhow, so let's just move on. He needs to save his mom, right? So he goes to Darnell, and Darnell clearly is the neighborhood, dealer, apparently. So what did you think about him going there? Do you think this is going to end well for him? Do you think there's going to be another story where, or he's going to get into some trouble? Like, where do you think we're going with this?
I think he's going to get into trouble like we already seen. Like, he almost got in trouble with Chippy and the whole family. But I think it's going to track back to the Duncans. either way it's going to track back. So he's going to get involved with something, robbing somebody, whatever the case is, and then somehow, some way, somebody from the Duncan family is going to find out who this kid is, and then they're going to kind of like put the pieces together. That's what I think is going to happen. Because this guy, he's on some like, yo, man, you know, if you mess up, then I'm gonna take you out type stuff. And he's like, I ain't gonna mess up. You know, he got that Duncan arrogance to him. You know what I mean? So that's where it's gonna go. That's where it's gonna go. But I think that we're gonna tie in the whole Duncan connection. And would I be mad? Let me just answer that question. Would I be mad if I knew that my family were billionaires and all of this and that, and I grew up in the slums? I'll be mad for like 2.5 seconds, and I'll be like, okay, give me my what it was, 40 mules in the slave or land or whatever. Like, give me my piece. Give me my piece, because I'm a Duncan now. Okay, what's up, pops? What's up? Like, where my car? Where my Ferrari at? You know what I'm saying? I don't got to steal no more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah,
DeMarcus, we don't know yet. You know, we don't have a clue just yet. We don't know if that's if he knows them or not. I mean, the Duncans are well known. Let me put the question back up there so I don't just look like I'm talking about random stuff. The Duncans are well known, but we actually haven't got a clue if he actually knows them or not. But as you can see, Brandon's family, LoJack, all of them knew who the Duncans were, so much that they sent him away because they didn't want him to have no smoke with the Duncans.
Why didn't he know if he from the streets? Like, if you from the streets, you would
because
know.
I don't think he's street. I think he's just like a petty hustler.
Right.
It's different from when you from the street and when you in the game. He just out here trying to get his money the best way that he can. That's a different type of.
But it's cool for like cool for the storyline. But it's cool for this. No. It's cool for the storyline. He shouldn't know. It gives it as a more mystery to it. Like, oh, I didn't know who these people are. Oh, I'm looking them up. I might be related to them. What? So okay, I'll run with that. But
he don't even know he might be related to him. Like, he don't have any of that knowledge. So
that
no
part, clue yet.
That part is completely unknown to him, and he probably ain't never gonna figure that part out until somebody bring it to him. But you gotta also realize that the Duncans are supposed to be undercover. The Duncans are like ghosts. Like, that's my best way to put it. They are low key. Nobody is supposed to know who they are. That's why he didn't want to be seen with KD. I don't want to be seen with you because I don't want to be associated with you. Everybody know you know, you was kind of
they
like,
got a whole bunch of storefronts and stuff. Fronting like they actually legitimate business people. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, they called him a used car salesman.
Huh?
He called him a used car salesman. But my thing is, if he's a used car salesman, but these are very expensive cars, to me, it seemed like somebody wouldn't know. That's just me. You would know the family, like,
but not necessarily.
They sell expensive cars.
About
not selling little Hondas and Nissans.
He probably stealing cars and just take it to the chop shop, get some money, and do it all over again. That's all he's doing. He doesn't know who's behind all that. He doesn't know who the bosses are.
I'm not saying that part. I'm just saying, like, I know of the people that sell vehicles in my state. I know.
You do.
But they sell exotic cars, Candy. They don't sell Nissans and Hondas.
Right. That's why I think you would know that.
They sell exotic cars. So I don't think if you ain't in the market for an exotic car, you might not know who sell the exotic cars. I don't think he necessarily knows. I think LoJack knows, and LoJack is giving his family the lowdown on who they are, and that's why he's telling them to get out, because LoJack he's connected. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he knows.
He knows. Mm-hmm.
But the rest of the people do.
Mm-hmm.
Derek says, like it was said in first season, much of the Duncan street cred was from Vegas and Lou. Vegas was locked up and Lou got unalived. A lot of the young ones don't know. That is very true. Because when Junior went on his whole rant, they need to know about who we are. I mean, this was from season 3, I think, when Junior went on his rant. But anyway, y'all, last part of the episode. Listen, LC is getting active, y'all. He getting back in. Listen, I love LC. I love when LC pull out the blicky, y'all. I don't know what it is. This older man, he just keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Chippy out here. I'm like, Chippy say her man get finer and finer every single time. I'm like, come on, LC, with this blicky. But no, seriously, y'all, we learned something very important in this I'm gonna pull this off. Let me pull this off. We learned something very important. We learned that there is a backdoor agreement. We didn't get all the details on this agreement, right? We don't know all the details of it, but we learned that there is this agreement, and that's why he's blackmailing them, because apparently whatever agreement he has with his, and you can tell that this is an agreement from another generation, because he talks about how he looks like his father, right? So apparently there's an agreement. We all know that Vegas got out for a reason, right? Vegas got out for a reason. You have to have power and connections in order to be able to get somebody out like that. I don't know if y'all know this, but Vegas is not going under Vegas when he's in prison. Vegas is going under a different name. That takes a lot of connections, money, power to do something like that. So whatever this agreement was, LC's family broke this agreement when they got Vegas out because they needed his help, and apparently they could have pulled this card at any time, but they didn't because of the agreement. So now he's blackmailing him. He wants $1 million a month, and LC had to go ahead and take him out. It is what it is, because he wasn't going to stop. Do you think he was going to stop, Jay? Or do you think he was going to continue?
No. He's going to be like, give me 5. I'm going to take 1 every month. I was like, that's crazy, dog. That's insane. So, when LC did what he did, I was like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. Take out the idiots. Like, get out of here.
He's so silly.
But it's going to track back. It is going to track back, but LC going to handle it.
Oh, yeah, because he's going to go on a mission, and I'm so here for this. This is why I'm excited about season 5.
Yeah.
It's because we're really going to get a lot more of LC, and he got people, y'all. He ain't got to do this type of stuff, but the fact that he is about to get out here and really get stuff done, I told y'all when we were on our other live that the Dixie Mafia is a real life thing. If you go look it up, that's like a whole thing. But they are infiltrated, according to the real life situation, they are infiltrated by police, FBI, sheriff's offices. All these different people are inside of this whole mafia. Their whole plan was to integrate all these people in there so that they could do these illegal things. So that's why I feel like in an interview with Ernie Hudson, he said something about they were going to be going against the blue, and we all know what the blue stands for. We know what that is. Mm-hmm. So I feel like, of course, we already saw that the sheriff, he's already popped up. So I feel like that's exactly what we're about to see, is that this whole mafia thing really is just a bunch of, it's a bunch of boys in blue, and they about to, and he gonna have to take them out in order to protect Vegas.
That's what they say. They say the biggest mob in the world is boys in blue. So
yeah.
Yep.
So Tamika, Candy, you go first. Final thoughts on this episode.
Episode 2 was good. I enjoyed it. Of course, the sound we noticed, but it didn't take away from the information we received. And it, we tied up some loose ends. We see why Mariah is doing the thing she's doing. What's his name? Junior is still a nut. Orlando still hasn't revealed why he is back or what has happened while they were out there with little Orlando. And I wonder, are we going to discuss changing the child's name? Because we have to do that. And I'm glad LC, look, thing is thing, so that Chippy can be happy again.
Girl,
it was a great episode.
Tamika, I'm gonna mute your friend, Tamika.
Yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed both episodes. I had a couple of laughs. Junior, of course, was making my blood pressure go up. I really want to fight him. Orlando, yeah, I need to know what he gonna do. Like, what's the plan? What are we gonna be telling the family? Because we can't go with this for too long. And he did say he hate that name. We know you want the name changed, but we need you to take care of this part of it, first. Because I don't know. She pregnant is a mess. And I was there when they went to the teddy bear. I knew it was for a reason, and I just like Candy said, I said, well, how the hell y'all forget that big ass bear? But okay. I knew we had to be going somewhere, so he had to come back because we forgot it in order for him to know that they on to him and looking for him. But yeah, I like that, and I like that LC at the end after he, sprayed it up with the hammer. He was like, okay, get ready. You know what I'm saying? It's time. It's been a long time. Like, I'm on my way to you right now. I was like, all right now.
Okay, that part.
Yeah.
Hey, Torek, Sterling, and Sonya's mom. What up? What up? What up? What's your sister name? Because I'm just get tired of saying that whole thing.
Yes.
TSS.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
TSS. Well, I guess maybe it's no, it can't be Sonya because that gotta be. Is this Anaya? Because I keep saying Sonya. It's Anaya,
Yeah,
ain't
it's Anaya. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, that's a cute name. TSS. How much help was Vegas in finding LC? I feel like Vegas brings something else. He didn't necessarily have to be like the person who found him. Vegas brings structure to the family. Vegas is the person that can bring everybody together when people need to be brought together. Things are falling apart because of everything that was going on around them. Everything was falling apart. Orlando, although he cool or whatever, he was gone, and he typically was the person that was supposed to be handling he's supposed to be the head of the family, but he was out handling other stuff. Junior is not necessarily a leader when it comes to this family business and being able to pull people together. Vegas, Parrish respects him. Everybody respects Vegas. Vegas probably knows everybody's secrets. If you really get into the books, that's just one of those things that you can kind of get it from the television show, but if you read the books, you'll see that Vegas is like the glue that holds all of the family together. And I think that was his purpose, not necessarily that he had to, that he was the one that found them per se, but I think that was the whole purpose of him being out at this time. Jay, final thoughts on the episode. I didn't get you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Vegas was the quarterback. He stepped in real strong, like, all right, you do this, you do that, da da da. So I remember that like very distinct. Like he came in like, all right, Pops ain't here, I got this. Solid episodes. Yeah, my man, what was it at? Oh, my guy, LC Duncan. You talk about the hammer, Tamika. Yeah, he went home and put the hammer down. He took a little herbs, you know what I'm saying? Little
If you
herbals.
don't stop.
You know what I mean? He was like, all right, man, you're going to have to stand up now. Let's make it happen because I just took out Rohan or whatever his name was. Kept his 5 million. Jonah. And I kept his 5 million. We winning right now. We got the 5 million. I ain't have to give it to him. He's
okay.
Let me go home and slam it down and get chip off the chip it. All right. So yes.
Like a chip off a shoulder.
LC Duncan on this. I think Orlando really just got to get his bearings back. What he said to Junior, he really loves Junior and the family. After everything, all the mess that Orlando's going through, he does have to tell the family, like, look, this is what I did to Vinny. Like, let them know, like, ASAP, please. So yeah. And I'm looking forward to how our guy here, Curtis Ben, how he's going to play a part, because he played a big part in the last season. So, I want to see how he's going to play his part in this. And Junior just got to get it together, man. Get your mind right. I think Donna's going to mess up. Donna's going to do something because she for the streets. She going to mess up, piss off Junior. Junior going to run back to the family, be like, you know what? You was right about her. I forgive y'all. And then, Chippy, and they're going to sit down and work it out. They're going to work it out. So
is Junior going to run back like Red on Friday?
I don't know, but let me say this real quick. Thank you so much, Ben, for coming through. We appreciate you coming through and supporting and hanging out with us as we broke down the episode of the show. Once again, your character is amazing. We do love your character. We know that you're going to the spinoff. We know that you're going to have a prominent role in that spinoff. Nice. And we can't wait to see that. And we can't wait to see what you do in this particular episode. Hopefully, you might try to spin the block with Nefertiti. We don't know, but we gonna see. But anyway, thank you again. We appreciate you. So much love. Now, what were you saying, Candy? I interrupted you. I'm sorry. I wanted to say that real quick.
What did I say? I don't
know.
It's fine. I said, was Junior gonna run back like Red did on Friday when he ran to the car? Like, is that how Junior gonna run back?
No.
He gonna cry in the car.
He gonna cry in the car. Because Donna gonna do something to upset him real bad,
She is.
She
gonna kick him out the house. Like, this ain't our house. This is my house. Get out.
Okay, that could be a problem. She can get real.
Go back to your wife.
Indignant.
So anyway, y'all, this has been fun. Y'all know I ride for this show. I love this show. This is one of my favorite shows. I really geek out when it comes to this show. And I spend a lot of time really on this show, a whole lot of it. I talk to y'all about that all the time. So I appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with me. Some of you looking at it for the very first time. I know, Tamika, this was your first time looking at it. I'm glad you like it because I always love us being able to do this together. But I'm glad you like the show. And I'm excited for next episode, y'all. I wish they did like some, like the trailers, like, you know, how they do on the other stuff, but that would be great. But, you know, it is what it is. We gonna talk about it. We gonna be back here doing the same thing on next Friday, y'all. So y'all make sure y'all turn y'all notifications on. Make sure that y'all are signed up for everybody's channel up here. If you're not signed up for them, everybody has dope content. Everybody talks about different things and does different things. We do a lot of stuff together. So, you know, there's that. I'm sure y'all, you know, have seen us all together. But let me see what y'all got going on your channel. Then we're gonna shout the chat out and then we're gonna get up out of here. Tamika, what you got going on your channel, boo?
I put up my power. Okay, the next season is up. And tomorrow is Self-Care Saturday, which you should be watching. And you know, just turn your notifications on, subscribe to the channel. I appreciate it. I'll be with the ladies Monday and we'll have our loud discussion of Power Book 2.
I can already feel it. I'm so sorry that I forgot to watch it that night. So I missed the live so I could tell y'all what I thought. So my bad. Candy, what you got going on your channel, boo?
So I just did my Junior and Sonia, my thoughts on them. I just did it before we popped on. I dropped it. So that is up. I do have some other content I'm gonna drop once I finish it later on tonight. I was supposed to do that yesterday, but you know, it was the Juneteenth yesterday, and you know, I was busy with my people, and you know, so I'll get it up this tonight or in the morning. And say what, Jay? Yeah, it was Juneteenth yesterday.
Goodbye, Jay. What you got going on your
Check
channel?
me out. Oh, I'm sorry. One more thing. I am almost at 400 subscribers, y'all. I said I want to be at 400 by the end of July.
Let's go.
But baby, listen, I'm almost at 400 before we get to the half of July. So I'm gonna shoot 500 by the end of July.
Okay, help your girl out. Run it up for y'all. Run it up.
Yes. Thank you. I'm going on mute.
Jay, what you got going on your channel? You know, you stay busy too.
Yes. So thank you again for having me. Always a pleasure to do this because, you know, we love this show. So I did drop a couple of videos. So I did my take on Junior and Sonia and all of that. And I did my take on my man LC Duncan about the Slam Jam and Wham Bam Chippy. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check out those two videos. And I did my first reaction to Ghosts. All right. I did my first reaction. And then we're going to go live tomorrow. We're going live tomorrow. 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. Come through. We gonna break down this episode. Good, you know, whether you like it or you didn't like it. I thought it was funny, to be honest with you. We'll talk about it though. So come through tomorrow. And then Monday, we're gonna do a breakdown of the trailer for part 2. That's what we're gonna do. Usually I do, you know, the final predictions and you know the exclusive picks, but we're gonna do the breakdown of the part 2 trailer and go in from there. So definitely check your boy out. Hit that like button, subscribe. You already know how we do. Salute.
Alrighty, that's what's up. So y'all, I have a ton of content up about the family business already. So I've done almost every last single character for like a pregame as to what I thought was going to go down with those characters. So definitely show your girl some love. Go watch those videos. Drop your comments. Tell me what you think. I also just did my video for the episode 1, episode 2. I have another video that'll be coming out that I'll talk about KD, and one that I'll just stick strictly to Sonia and Junior since that seems to be such a hot topic. I will definitely have a video about that. I got my power up as well, so that's my first reaction to that. As Tamika said, I'll be with the ladies on Monday. We're going to be talking about the whole power shenanigans, this mid-season finale. No shade. And then It was all the shade. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. But I have that up, and then I have a couple of TikToks up and some Instagram stuff. So y'all go follow your girl on Instagram. I'm trying to do better with social media. I'm trying to be in a better place with that. So definitely follow me there. And then that's about it, y'all. I want to say thank you to the chat for hanging out with us today. Apple Boy came through. Derek came through. We had Lemon Kush Pepper came through. We had Lady Virtue came through. Quavia came through. TSS came through. Wall 47 was in the building. We appreciate you guys. Annette was in the building. DeMarcus, always appreciate you. The Hammer came through. If y'all are not on Moochie's channel, definitely make sure that y'all are subscribed to her channel as well. Then we had RC that came through. Regina came through. Let me see who else came through. Of course, Mr. Ben Stevens himself came through. Once again, we appreciate you, brother, for coming out to support. And then let's see who else was in here. For everybody else that did not say anything, y'all know we always appreciate y'all as well. If you're just listening, if you're watching this on the replay, please type in hashtag replay squad. Let us know what you thought about this entire episode. Feel free to go in on Junior. I'm here for all the shenanigans. It is my pleasure for anybody to go in on Junior. I'm here for all of it. I will be responding to each and every comment. I promise.
Yeah, I think I might have to make a Junior video too. I didn't plan on it, but I might have to get it out.
Hey, a lot of people watching the video I did. So yeah, definitely need to do your videos about that.
Yeah, so we'll definitely get it done. But y'all, we're about to get up out of here, and I will talk to you guys later.
Salute.
Peace.